What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Baking with Tess. And today we're going to be making a chocolate mug cake. But before we get started, a couple of things before we get started. First thing, here is my assistant today. Her name is Ky Baldwin, and she will be helping me in the kitchen today. Second thing is, before I go on, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this a big thumbs up. And without further ado, we are going to get started. But this cake, personal mug cake, is going to help celebrate my half birthday and my cousin Grayson's, who unfortunately cannot be here, his real birthday. So happy birthday to him. So let's get started on this chocolate mug cake. Okay, so first we're going to have to get a mug. If you use a giant mug, which we don't have one, that's okay. You have to double the recipe. But we just got like a traditional coffee mug. So first, here, our supplies needed today will be milk, vanilla extract, mug, measuring spoons, canola oil, a fourth a cup of measuring, baking soda, real salt, make sure it's real salt, Hershey's cocoa powder, and this is optional, Hershey's chocolate chips, baking sugar, but you can also use granulated sugar, just not powdered sugar, and all-purpose flour. So let's get started. First step, we are going to get our mug. Then we are going to get our fourth cup of flour. Now while she's getting that, we're also going to have a fourth cup of our sugar. We like to use baker's sugar because it's more fine, but you can use any sugar. So we got a fourth a cup, and we put that straight to the mug. Now we need a fourth a cup of white sugar. Now we need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Tablespoon? Yeah, sorry. Okay. 2 tablespoons. And make sure you're putting this all straight in the mug. Everything will go straight in the mug. Right, Ky? Mm-hmm. 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. Let's do half of that. Okay, and then the same 1/8 of salt. You can use less. I'm just going to use a tiny little bit. Like 2 pinches of salt is how much I did. I did not actually do an eighth because we like our things to be less salty. We need 3 tablespoons of milk. And while you're watching this video, you should go check out Ella and Alana Jimace videos. They have some of the best videos, and I recommend subscribing and watching some of their videos. Now we need 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and then we're going to need 1 tablespoon of water. Now, water, don't just be like room temperature or cold water. It needs to be like warm water. It doesn't need to be hot, but it just needs to be warm water. Alright, and then I'm going to go get 1 tablespoon of water, warm water. And then vanilla extract, you can do about half a tablespoon of it. I mean, if you like less, don't add as much. And if you like more, add more. And I think that's all. Yep. All right. So now we are going to get our spoon. And we're going to mix that all up. Go put this. Oh wait, we're gonna make this. Right? All right, so you're going to keep mixing it until like it's just like a cake, a mini cake. So you're going to be mixing it until it's nice and fine and it looks really good. Okay, so now is the optional part. I am going to get, so it's nice and mixed. Now, like I said, the optional part, you can get your chocolate chips. I do Hershey's chocolate chips because they're more chocolatier. And you can put a couple of those in. But don't put the chocolate chips in until you're pretty much done mixing completely. And then you just like do like 2 little mixes, like 1, 2, like that. And it's, all right. And we can go ahead and put that in the microwave. We are going to put that in the microwave for 1 minute and 45 seconds. And that's going to cook. So while that's cooking, let's do a thing now that's going to be started. It's called the discussion. While something we made is cooking or setting out or doing something, we're gonna now have a thing called the talk. So this is what ingredients could we have replaced? Instead of, so you could have actually done no salt at all. You can do salt, we just did it because it's our first time making the mug cake, but you can do absolutely no salt. Another thing, baker's sugar, it doesn't need to be the baker's sugar. It can be granulated sugar, just not powdered sugar. It can be kind of, it can be organic sugar. Just can be like anything you would prefer to use. The canola oil, we just have that in our pantry, so that's what we use. You can use vegetable oil, which is better for you. And there's other oils and that stuff too that are like better for you. And you can even use butter instead of the canola oil. Instead of the milk, you could do half and half. Almond milk you could do too. I don't recommend it, but you could. The cocoa powder you do need, but you can also like melt chocolate like this and then replace it. It wouldn't be as good though, you know? Yeah. And then for the flour, you do unbleached flour as seen. Unbleached, and then it doesn't have to be all-purpose flour. It can be cake flour or any of that kind of stuff. So that's the talk for today of the different ingredients that you can substitute for different things. So our microwave just went off, so we are going to get that out and we're gonna see how it turned out. Now, before you grab it, be careful because it can be hot. We're gonna grab a toothpick. Okay, sorry, okay, and then we're gonna stick a toothpick in. Came out clean, it's perfect. So now we're gonna take a bite. It's gonna look like that. It's gonna be really hot. Very good. Totally recommend it. All right. Maybe put some vanilla ice cream with it, or some milk, or both, or none. Your choice. But thank you guys for joining us today on another episode of Baking with Tess. I'm Tess, and this is Ky. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Baking with Tess.